Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to be continuing our According to You series, which is a series on my channel that I actually did a couple years ago, but we're refreshing it a little bit, where I ask you what your favorite products are per category. I tally up the votes and then I tell you guys what you love per category. Today we are doing primers, which I'm really excited about. I think you guys are going to be shocked, but also not shocked at this lineup as well as the winners. So I'm really excited to share the top 10 primers according to you. Before I tell you guys the top 10 primers, I will have another form down below for the next episode. You guys are who make this series very fun, so I would love it if you would participate. We're going to be talking about foundations. I feel like there's been a lot of foundations that have released since I filmed my first According to You foundation video. So if you have a favorite foundation, drugstore or high-end, that you think is the best in the world, please fill out the form. It makes these videos so fun and every vote counts, so don't forget to participate in that video as well. Also, I did film this makeup look in case you're wondering, and I'll be posting that in my next video. But let's jump right into the top 10 primers. We're going to start at 10 and move our way all the way back to number 1. So in 10th place is the One Size Secure the Sweat Primer. I don't think I've ever tried this. I was racking my brain. I've tried the Secure the Blur primer, but not Secure the Sweat. So let's hear what you guys had to say about this. Kimberly said, I'm not a big primer girly, but I love this one. I'm postpartum and hot all the time. If you know, you know. That is so real. I had a girls' trip to Napa where we were going to be outside in the 90-degree heat every day. No, that sounds awful. She said, I was sweating all day and my makeup still looked wonderful by the end of the day. Wow, that's like when you really know. It gave my base amazing staying power. My favorite part is I have yet to have this cause any pilling. My biggest issue with most mattifying primers is they cause my foundation to pill, and this one has worked with literally everything. Okay, you sold me, Kimberly. I am going to try that now. I feel like when you test makeup in 90-degree weather, that's the best test ever. So thank you for testing that on all of our behalf, and thank you for your comments. Nadia said, I've been looking for a primer that actually works for years. I have super oily skin and worked outside in the army, and this thing works. I love matte makeup, and even after 16-hour days, my complexion was still perfectly matte. Wow. Well, first of all, thank you for your service. Also, thank you for your comment, and you two have put this primer to the test outdoors all day, so I'm gonna need to try this. Next time I need my makeup to stay matte all day, I am sold. So thank you guys. Okay, in 9th place, we actually have two primers that tied, and it's funny because they're both kind of similar. I wouldn't say they're dupes for each other, but they're both glowy primers. So the first primer to tie in 9th place is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Now, some might argue that this is more than a primer, because it is. You can use this as a highlighter as well, but I use it as a primer all the time, so we're gonna hear what Mackenzie had to say about this. Not sure if this counts as a primer. I think it does, honestly, but I always prep my skin with this product after moisturizing for the perfect base to start my face makeup. I love the tint and glow it gives my skin. I've never had it sit badly underneath foundation. It really is such a good one, so I love that you said you love this, and obviously several of you guys did as well. Also tied in 9th place is this right here. This is the Say Glowy Super Gel. I love this stuff. It's so good. Coco said, OMG, I love this primer. Me and my friends were at Sephora one day and one of them recommended it to me, and I have been hooked ever since. The glow is subtle enough to not be glittery or make you look oily, but it gets the job done. I even notice my makeup lasts longer whenever I wear it, which is not its purpose, so I definitely count it as a bonus. I use the shade Star Glow, and it is so perfect for that glowy look. I've even gotten my entire family and friend group on it, and they all love it. I love that. Whether they use it as a primer or a highlighter, it is so amazing. P.S. I love your videos so much. As a teen girl, you have helped me learn how to do makeup and it even made me feel so much more confident. Also, I'm literally obsessed with your effortless lips in the shade Peony. Oh my gosh, thank you. Another thing I've gotten my friends and family on. Thank you so much for making your content and sending love from Kentucky. Thank you, Coco, for your sweet comments about me and effortless lips. You're so sweet. But also, what a thorough review of this primer slash highlighter. I use it as a primer as well and a highlighter. It is fabulous, phenomenal. So I'm so glad that you love this as well, and I think it's really telling when like your friends and family end up loving it as well. It's such a good product, so amazing, thank you. In 8th place is a more high-end product, and this is from Hourglass. It's the Vanish Airbrush Primer. This one is an oldie but a goodie. Let's read what you guys had to say about it. Ori said, so good, all-in-one primer, smoothing, fills in pores, hydrates, great for all skin types, I'm oily, and makes the makeup look better and wear longer. My wedding primer. I love when you guys say that you've worn things on your wedding day because I feel like that's like very, very telling. Sometimes using this just over skincare for a soft filtered effect on the skin. P.S. I love you so much. Oh my gosh, I love you too. And I've never thought about using this alone, like without makeup, over top of skincare just to like blur the skin a little bit. That's genius. Bai said, I absolutely love this primer. I have normal to dry skin and it is just a no fuss primer. My makeup and anything I use sits on top really well and my makeup lasts all day. I love the silky smooth feeling it gives me after applying and blurs out my pores. I always have a good makeup day when I use this primer. Wow. Okay, well, I haven't used this in a long time. I need to. It's really, really good, but you guys have made me want to try it again. Thank you both so much for your reviews. We have two primers also tied in 7th place. The first one being this Cali Ray So Blown primer. This is their clean blurring primer with collagen peptides. Okay, let's see what Dana had to say about this. I have dry and dehydrated skin with pores. Most pore filling primers dry out my skin and then emphasize my texture, and hydrating primers don't do anything for my pores. This is the best of both worlds. I love that. This is one that I need to revisit as well. It's been a while since I've worn this, so I need to try this again. I feel like a lot of people love this one. Also tied in 7th place is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I'm going to pop up a picture because I do not have this one right now. I decluttered it and I need to buy a new one. So here's the picture. But I'm sure you guys know, you've seen this one. It was viral a while ago, so I need to repurchase this. Let's hear what Christine had to say about this primer. I've been searching for a new primer to replace my longtime favorite Clinique primer, which was sadly discontinued. Oh no, I hate when they discontinue your favorite products. Isn't that the worst? After trying so many primers, I found that Tarte's Timeless Smoothing Primer best suits my needs. I have oily, sensitive skin with large pores, and this primer blurs my pores. Doesn't make me oilier than I already am, and doesn't irritate my skin. I can also wear it alone with only powder over it, and my skin looks great. Thanks, Allie, for bringing this series back. Love you. Love you too, Christine. Thank you so much for your review. The Tarte Smoothing Primer really is such a good one for pores. I need to pick it up again because I really did love it back in the day, and I feel like, especially now that we're in fall, I want a little more of an airbrush look, and I feel like that primer would be just perfect. So thank you both for your reviews on the Cali Ray primer and the Tarte primer. All right, in 6th place is one that I thought I had, and I actually have like a couple versions of it, but I don't have the original one, which is which one ranked. So in 6th place is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'll pop up a picture right here so you guys can see this again. Another classic OG primer. Deidre said, I've been using this product for 9 years. Wow. Needless to say, I love it. It makes my skin feel so good and does a really good job at smoothing and blurring. Side shout out. Their green primer is great for spot treating any mild redness. Ooh, really great. Smashbox does make some really, really good primers. They've made some of my personal favorites in the past. Roxanne said, the best primer ever. I tried several other brands, but this is the best. Honestly, like I said, Smashbox makes really great primers, so you really can't go wrong with any of them. I love personally the Primerizer. That's my favorite Smashbox primer, but also, ooh, like the brightening one. Anyway, it's not about my favorite primers in this video. Okay, let's go into 5th place, which we have 2 primers as well that tied in 5th place. The first one being the Milk Makeup Hydro Gripping Primer. I'm sure you guys probably could have expected to see this somewhere in the top 10 because it has been one of the most talked about primers, I feel like, in the past couple years ever since it launched. Let's hear what Laura had to say about this primer. Wow, as an oily skin gal, this primer was a game changer. I often go to raves where I dance all night in the middle of a very hot crowd. I always do incredibly fun makeup, usually rainbows, and with this primer in combination with the all-nighter setting spray, ooh, good idea, and the Stay Matte powder, another good idea. That's like a budge-proof combo. It doesn't budge at all. I regularly have people ask me how my makeup looks so great after dancing for hours. The answer is always this combo. I love how you guys have put these products to the test, okay? Thank you so much for testing this out. Dancing for hours all night, okay? That is so fun. Thank you, Laura, for your review. And then also in 5th place is the NYX Plump Right Back Primer. This is one of my personal favorites from the drugstore as well. Carla said, I have tried affordable and high-end gripping primers. They feel too sticky. I want a gripping primer that's not uncomfortable. The NYX Plump Right Back Primer has electrolytes in the formula. It is hydrating and cooling. It also grips any foundation or skin tint and increases the longevity of my makeup. The texture feels really good on my skin. It has soft, non-offensive fragrance, does not cause acne. It is flattering on my 53-year-old skin, and I think the neon yellow packaging is very cute. I do too. It's so cute. Thank you so much, Carla, for your review. I also love when my more mature audience says their age in these reviews, because I also feel like that's really important when it comes to complexion products in general. So thank you for telling us that this works really well for you. This truly is one of my favorites. I feel like it kind of just does a little bit of everything, you know? Hydrates, smooths, grips, but it's not too much, like you said, Carla. So thank you so much for your review. These are our 5th place winners. In 4th place is an exciting primer that I love personally, so I was happy to see that this was in the top 4. That is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base from Bobbi Brown. Let's hear what you guys had to say. Darby said, so creamy and nourishing for my dry skin. I have a problem with my makeup looking very dry and rough anytime I don't prep well, which I usually can only accomplish with my full routine of cleansing, serum, moisturizer, etc. This product allows me to just slather it on in a pinch and do my makeup and have my skin look smooth and hydrated like I had a good sleep and actually took care of my skin. Love. So excited to watch this series again. Thank you, Darby, for your amazing review. I love how you said your skin looks hydrated like you had a good sleep. That is like such a great review. This really is such a good plumping, hydrating primer. It's so beautiful. Let's hear what Meg had to say about this primer as well. This was the answer to all of my base issues. I have dry skin and live in a dry climate, and when I would try skin tints or foundations, they would quickly look very patchy. I even tried many on the list from your #1 skin tints according to you video that were supposed to be more hydrating. I had serious problems with the Hourglass Veil and Tower 28 Sunny Days tints. I was so frustrated that I could never get anything to lay smoothly or look like my skin. Once I added this base to my routine, suddenly everything started to lay perfectly smooth. I don't know what kind of magic they put into this, but it is worth every penny. All my love to you and everyone watching. Thank you, Meg. You are the sweetest. And isn't it crazy sometimes how like you don't realize how much of a difference skin prep can make? It really sets the entire tone for your entire makeup look. Some people can get away with less prep if they have less dry skin, for example, or less oily skin. I don't know. It depends on the person, but in general, no matter what skin type you have, if it's not properly prepped, your makeup just won't look as good. So I loved how you were able to kind of like work through all those things and figured out that this solved your problem. That's so great. It really is fabulous, and I do feel like it's worth the splurge, and a little goes a long way. This lasts forever, I swear. All right, friends, we are in the top 3 primers. Are you ready? This is gonna blow your mind. You'll see why. In 3rd place, with 25 votes, is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. What a classic primer. This is actually a dupe for the Tatcha primer, the putty primer that they released. I personally like this one more, but let's hear what you guys had to say. Mindy said, truly the best primer that makes you look so smooth. Texture, smile lines, and fine wrinkles around my eyes. I wore this on my wedding day. I love the wedding day comments, and it did not disappoint. A tried and true that was put to the ultimate test. This always makes my skin look how I need it to. Thanks for staying true to you, Allie. You're so sweet. Been a fan since 2016. Wow, and you're still my go-to for recommendations today. 2016, Mindy, thank you so much for being here. You are an OG because I started my channel in 2016. So love you so much. Thank you for sticking with me for that long. You're the best. Let's see what Leah had to say about this. I have combination oily skin, and this primer blurs my pores and gives me such a good base for all day wear for my makeup. There are times when I do my makeup at 8 a.m. and can't take it off until 2 a.m. About 18 hours. Oh my gosh. This primer keeps my makeup from sliding around on the oily parts of my skin and keeps the hydration in my skin from my skincare. Drier parts don't flake and oily parts don't move. What a great review. You guys are really putting your makeup to the test, okay? You have long shifts at your jobs or whatever it is you're doing, and I love hearing that these products really help your makeup last, you know? How fun. So this is 3rd place e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Are you guys ready for the 2nd place winner? Okay, with 31 votes, the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, okay? So third place is this one. Second place is the liquid version of this one. I love this liquid one, you guys know. Let's see what Marielle had to say. This is hands down the best primer I've ever tried. Not only does it noticeably make your makeup look better and blur all imperfections, it also has the power to make foundations that would normally look cakey and pill up smooth again. I really love this formula. It's so nice. I love the liquid version. I just think, for me, it's one of the best performing primers out there. All right, let's hear what Lisa had to say. She said, "Hi Allie, I cannot say enough good things about this primer. It is amazing how great my skin looks with it. I have mature dry skin and it blurs my pores to perfection. The thing I like best about it is no matter what foundation or skin tint I use, it pairs with everything. Love you, your channel, and this awesome series." Thank you so much, Lisa. Thanks for your amazing review on this primer. I also agree with you. I feel like it really does pair with anything. That's one of the reasons why it's one of my favorites in my collection. So loved seeing it in the top 3 as the second place winner. You guys ready for the first place winner? This is where you guys are gonna giggle. All right, in first place, with 71 votes, my friends, is e.l.f. as well. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Now, most people said the original. There were a couple people that said niacinamide. They are essentially the same formula. I put it into ChatGPT actually, and I asked ChatGPT what the difference was, and basically there's some active ingredients in here that do slightly differ. So you've got the niacinamide in this one, and this is more for like brightening, and this one's more for cooling and smoothing. So this one has like rosemary extract in it or something like that, and this one is more brightening. Both of them grip the makeup. So anyway, isn't that crazy that the top 3 were e.l.f. and then we also had this one in the lineup as well? So literally 4 out of the 10 primers out there are e.l.f. Moral of the story is, I feel like if you need a good primer, go to e.l.f., okay? All right, let's hear what you guys had to say about the Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. Mallory said, "I struggled finding the perfect primer for my acne-prone, sensitive, and dry skin. I wanted one that was affordable, long-lasting, provided hydration, yet didn't cause my skin to break out. This one checked all the boxes. I've been using this primer for a while now, and I love both versions. Like so many other makeup lovers, this product will be a forever product I recommend and repurchase." Thank you, Mallory. I loved your review, and I too love both products. I love both versions, which is kind of funny. But because it's e.l.f., I feel like it's so affordable, you can try both, you know? Okay, let's hear what Emily had to say. She said, "I'm not usually a primer gal, but this is the one primer I feel like actually does something for my makeup. I like how it grips your makeup, but is also hydrating. This makes my foundation last so long, and I find it works well with so many products. Much love from Canada. P.S. I would love to see the comparison of previous top 10 to this top 10 and see what's changed." Ooh, Emily, challenge accepted. Let's take a look. The last time I filmed this was 3 years ago, so let's take a look. Okay, wow, the lineup is pretty different. In 10th place was the NYX Marshmallow Primer, which wasn't on this list. The Benefit Professional Primer was in 9th place, which wasn't on this list. The Too Faced Hangover Primer was in 8th place, which was not on this list. Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter was in 7th, but got replaced by the e.l.f. dupe. The Smashbox Original Photo Finish Primer was on this list, so that also made it. Guys, the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer, that one is no longer here. The e.l.f. Cosmetics Mint Cooling Face Primer, I feel like that kind of got replaced by this one later. The Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer was the same. Hourglass Primer was also in this top 10 3 years ago. Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer, was not in this list and got replaced by the e.l.f. one. The Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer is not on the list this year. The Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base was on the list 3 years ago, and it's back, so clearly this one stands the test of time. Another one that stands the test of time is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which was in 2nd place 3 years ago. And then in 1st place, you guys, was the Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. So e.l.f. still was #1. It's just a different #1 this time because they hadn't released this yet. So that was fun to kind of go back and look through all the other ones and kind of see a comparison. Let me know if you guys want me to do that in all of these videos as we do this updated series. I think that could be really fun to see which ones stood the test of time and which ones got bumped out, you know? All right, you guys, that completes today's video. Thank you so much to everybody who participated. It's because of you guys that these videos are so fun. So I hope you enjoyed hearing what the top 10 primers are according to you, at least right now in 2024, okay? Don't forget to fill out the form for foundations down below. We already did skin tints, so if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna have it linked down below for you guys. I'm also gonna be starting the skincare series, which I'll be filming soon, and then we can do some skincare top 10s as well, which we've never done before. I'm actually really excited to go through those. So thanks again for making this series so fun. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the refreshed version of this on my channel. Let me know down below if there's a primer that wasn't in the top 10 that you just really feel like is the best out there. Leave us a comment or tell us if you agree with the top 10 according to you. Do you feel like this is a solid top 10? Let us know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.